Hi, everyone. Bernadette Peters here. Welcome to Broadway Barks 22. Like most of you, I have been staying at home these past few months. At 7 o'clock every night, I could hear our city join together and applaud all the brave frontline healthcare workers who have worked so hard to keep us well. And like most of you, I have watched as the country, the world actually, come together in the fight against racial injustice. It has been a time of anxiety, but also a very moving and a very inspirational time. And through it all, my dogs, one is over there and one is walking around over there, and you're going to meet them later, have always been by my side. No matter what is going on in the world, they are always here to give me unconditional love. And I think we need that now most of all. 22 years ago, my friend Mary Tyler Moore and I started Broadway Barks in the hopes of finding forever homes for the shelter animals that were in our area, and we never thought it would ever grow to be this big. Last year, we couldn't have our event in Schubert Alley because there was construction in the alley. And this year, it was looking like we weren't going to be able to have it yet again because of not gathering together. So we thought, what about a virtual Broadway Barks? So it's online for people to see and share. You will see many dogs and cats from all over the city. And this year, we were able to add shelters from across the country. So if you were thinking of adding a companion to your home, this may be the perfect time. As the years have gone on, we have always started to add an opening number to the show. So this year we're going to open the show with a musical number that we did 2 years ago when we were live in Schubert Alley. So from the heart of Broadway, from 2 years ago, my co-stars, Gavin Creel and Charlie Stemp, and the whole cast of Hello Dolly, singing Put On Your Sunday Clothes.
Out there, there's a road outside of Yonkers, way out there beyond this hick town, Barnaby. There's a slick town, Barnaby, out there, full of shine and full of sparkle. Close your eyes and see it glisten, Barnaby. Listen, Barnaby. Sugar Alley, 'cause Broadway cares, don't you know? This is Broadway Bars. Welcome to Broadway Bars. You got a dog you love and you can take it
Victor! Oh God, I love seeing your face again.
I love seeing you. I wish we could do this more.
We just put on your Sunday clothes, wasn't it?
It was thrilling.
I
Yeah.
so loved being on stage with you.
I love being on stage with you. I miss it all the time. I think of it as like a distant dream. And I mean, it is a dream now. But my God, it was the most, what's the word? I never felt more like I was where I should be. I belong. I mean, I
Yeah.
really did. You were probably the only person who could talk me into getting a dog.
I'm not here to convince you to get a dog. Just do the event with me.
I'm doing it.
Anytime I ask.
Bernadette, you know, there's nothing I could refuse you to do.
Well,
No.
you know, I love you. You're perfect. You're a perfect person.
Well,
Really
yeah.
are. Tell me again didn't your mother have a talk show about how to cook?
My mother had a talk show, At Home with Hope Garber, and when I was very young, I can't remember how old I was, but she loved dogs and she loved dachshunds, and we had a little dachshund named Gigi, and she was my mother's pride and joy. And then I had when I left home, I found a stray cat and I called her Muffin.
Oh. But Victor, wasn't your mother's show about being a housekeeper and she was a terrible housekeeper?
Yes, it's terrible to say, but yes, she was At Home with Hope Garber, and she could barely, cook.
But you've always told me how much you loved her, that she loves you.
Oh, yeah, no, she was she believed in me from when I was a young kid, saying I want to be on Broadway, and she was very, and we were in a small town in Ontario, so she was very instrumental in my being able to make that move.
Well, I'm glad, because that
Yeah,
meant
me too.
came to Broadway and I got to see you, and then I got to work with you, my horror
Yeah, I know.
shelter.
Yeah.
Let's introduce someone who will introduce a shelter, but another perfect person, a lovely, lovely guy. He's the chairman of the board of the Actors Fund. You know who
He's
it
the
is.
greatest. Brian Stokes Mitchell is one
Divine person, great
of the
actor.
greatest. He's the
But he's
greatest.
such a sweet dog, and always been a friend to Broadway Barks, and we love him a lot. He's just the best.
He does more good for the world than most people do. And
That's true. That's true. We love you, Brian. Here he
Yes.
is, everybody. Brian Stokes Mitchell.
Yay!
Hey everybody, Stokes here, coming to you from the Upper West Inside. I hope you're all safe and well. My family and I are doing great. Not a lot of work going on, but I seem to be busier than ever with the Actors Fund, Americans for the Arts, and Black Theater United. Right now, I'm helping out one of my favorite organizations, Broadway Barks, now coming to you virtually, like virtually everything else. But the dogs and cats are real and need your love and a forever buddy like you, now more than ever. So, let me tell you about a special organization called NY Pet Eye Care. NY Pet Eye Care is a grassroots nonprofit program of professionals and volunteers who do everything that they can to provide shelter, medical care, training, and socialization to as many abandoned and abused strays as they can accommodate. Their ultimate goal is to find exceptional homes for their animals, where they can always feel safe, loved, and be a forever member of the family.
This is Jersey. She'll be a year old on July 3rd. She had a long day of being goofy, so she's very tired right now. She's usually running around untying our shoes and giving kisses to every person and dog in the neighborhood. She's a very, very good girl, and we love her so much.
This is little Dee Dee doo, Dee Dee da. Dee Dee's about 9 years old, about 10 pounds. Dee Dee's old lady died. Dee Dee's old lady died. Very, very cute.
This is Demi Ladago. She's about 11 months old, about 35 pounds. She is full of life and energy and wants to play, play, play all day. On land, in the water, toys, humans, other dogs, you name it. Debbie's game.
Rex, come here, Rexy Doodle. Come on up. Come on, Doodle Doo. Oh, see, this is a very fat Chihuahua mix, about 7 years old. I would say there's a 15-pound dog hiding in there. Incredibly sweet and loving. Good with cats, good with dogs. Like, he adores every person he first meets, and he wants to adore everybody.
Hi everyone, I'm Nia Vardalis, and this is Louie, who we found one day running down the street. We went to the vet, and the vet said he did not have a microchip, and we had to wait a month. We put up signs everywhere. Nobody claimed him. In the meantime, my daughter was about 4 years old, so she asked everybody what we should name this pup. And we ended up choosing all the names. My daughter decided when we took him back to the vet and officially adopted him, his name is Louis Salvador Dominic Bagel Vardalis. Here he is. He's a little bit camera shy. He's more of a backstage guy than on stage. This is Louis. Thank you all.
Hi, my name is Lori Metcalf, and I am sending in this video from Idaho, and this is my dog Danvers, who is a rescue from, believe it or not, the island of Turks and Caicos, where they have a wonderful pet rescue set up, and it's called the Pot Cake Place. If you're looking for a really excellent pot cake dog, this is what they're about. Wonderful temperament and a great mix of like shepherd and lab. And I also want to tell people that the animal rescue near me that I'd like to promote in Idaho is called Teton Valley Animal Shelter, and it's in Driggs, Idaho, and they do a terrific job there, and if you could help support them, that would be fantastic. So take care, and goodbye from Idaho for now, and thanks for listening. Bye.
Yes, baby, yes. Hi, this is Ben Vereen, and this is Maya. Maya comes from the Puppy and Cat Shelter. It's a foundation that helps out furry family friends. And I want to thank Bernadette Peters, and I want to thank Broadway Barks. Say bark. Bark. No barks. Okay? Thank you for what you're doing for our furry family friends. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Bette Midler here on behalf of Bernadette Peters and her great organization, Broadway Barks. She wants me to remind you that if you're looking for a four-legged friend, you should go to the Humane Society of New York, which has helped thousands and thousands of animals find health, homes, and happiness since 1904, the year I was born. So go to the Humane Society of New York. Your new pet is waiting for you.
Hi, I'm Bill Berlone, and I'm the Director of Animal Behavior and Training for the Humane Society of New York here in New York City. We have a lot of great dogs for adoption, and I want to thank Bernadette Peters for once again inviting us back to Broadway Barks. Here with me today I have Harold. He's a 5-year-old Jack Russell Terrier. He's smart, he's loving, but being a Jack We need a really experienced owner for him. He's looking for someone who will take care of him the rest of his life. But once you get to know him, he'll be your best buddy. Just a reminder that all the animals at the Humane Society of New York are up to date on vaccinations, parasite-free, spayed and neutered, and microchipped. They're ready to go. Here with me, I have Lila. She's an 8-year-old rat terrier mix who came in with her son. Her son got adopted, but she's just the sweetest mom. She loves to kiss everybody, huh? You're just a kissing machine. Because she loves to be with people, and all she wants is a home where she could be your one-on-one. She's a good girl, a good girl. But she's a terrier, so we do need somebody who knows how to train a terrier, huh? The Humane Society of New York is a no-kill shelter, which means we get to give a lot of time to all the dogs we have, especially the senior dogs. This is Buddy. He's a 10-year-old Shih Tzu mix. Being a senior, we're able to wait for that special home. Hopefully it's you. Hopefully you have Shih Tzu experience and would like to spend some time with this beautiful little dog. If you're interested in adopting Buddy or any of the dogs you see at the Humane Society of New York, go to our website, humanesociety.ny.org.
Thank you, Broadway Barks.
Hi guys, it's Lin-Manuel Miranda. I'm here with Lobillo Miranda, who is my beautiful animal rescue dog. We found her on the beach of the Dominican Republic when she was just a puppy. And now she's part of the family. She's 9 years old. I'm here to introduce Animal Care Center NYC, which seeks to find loving homes for homeless and abandoned cats, dogs, and rabbits. The center partners with over 200 animal placement organizations called New Hope Partners to help ensure forever homes for the city's neediest animals. Toby and I thank you for supporting Broadway Barks. Thanks, Bernadette, for doing this every year. Toby, don't play so hard to get. Say hi.
Duchess, you like butt scratchies? No. You like butt scratchies?
This very polite, very beautiful boy is Chumper, and as you can see, he is very food motivated, but look at how sweetly he takes the treats. Chumper, he's so beautiful and gentle. What else can we say?
Very patient, waits for his food.
Very patient. You can see how gorgeous he is.
Gorgeous, he's a stud muffin.
He's really loving and dear, and he's just beautiful.
Look at this, is
Chumper. This is Chumper Manhattan Care Center, waiting for his treat.
Good boy.
Aww, what a good boy.
boy. This sweetheart is my buddy Muffin. Muffin is about 2 years old and he's here at Manhattan ACC. Muffin has captured my heart. He is such a sweetheart. His tail's always wagging. He's very friendly in his kennel. He's a talkative guy in his kennel. Once he comes out, he's nice and quiet. And is very curious. No jumping. He just kind of likes to be next to you as close as possible. Yeah. Didn't like my treats today, but he's just a very gentle guy. He likes his toys. You want your avocado?
Hello, my name is Jeff Goldblum, and come here, Charlie Ocean Goldblum. Look who I've got with me. That's Charlie, and that is Woody. Hi, Woody. That's our beloved dog. My gosh, it's total chaos. And we love shelters, and we love Broadway Barks. And look, we're having a love fest here. He's just an important part of the family. And oh, you put your hat on him. That's good. All right. Anyway, we love Broadway Barks. I love you, Bernadette Peters. Thanks for doing everything you can, everybody, for dogs everywhere. Say goodbye, Woody. Oh, well, that's it. What else can we say besides that? Charlie, what do you think?
Hello, Nathan Lane here. On behalf of the fabulous Bernadette Peters and her wonderful organization, Broadway Barks. I'm out in East Hampton at the moment, fighting the overprivileged for toilet paper, but making the best of it. And I wanted to tell you about a terrific organization called Long Island Bulldog Rescue. The mission of Long Island Bulldog Rescue is to provide education, prevention, intervention, and adoption services to ensure that all English bulldogs enjoy long, healthy lives in loving, safe, appropriate homes where they are provided the lifelong care they require. So I hope you'll take a look and find a pet that you will love and who will love you back. That unconditional love that only those creatures on four legs can provide. And English bulldogs they're one of my favorites. I'm a bulldog person. And I mean that in the nicest way. Cats are okay, but bulldogs are very special. So I hope you'll maybe give a forever home to one of these wonderful animals. And in the meantime, stay safe and healthy, and much love.
We have Minnie here from Long Island Bulldog Rescue. Long Island Bulldog Rescue is the largest bulldog rescue on the Northeast Coast. We have been helping to rehome and heal bulldogs for almost 21 years now. About to show you some of our adoptable bulldogs, and thank you again, Broadway Barks, for always putting on this event every year to support rescue.
Welcome our beautiful foster rescue girl, Camilla. She came to us on Wednesday, July 1st, definitely looking pregnant, and the look in her eyes was determination to have a great forever home. She did well meeting our two English bulldogs and acclimating to all the kids and people in our home. We have a busy household. Camilla made progress in the 2 days she spent playing with us and starting to learn her new home. On Saturday, she was great throughout the day and started creating her nest by mid-afternoon. By Saturday evening, we were welcoming into the world 5 pups. As you can hear and see, everyone is doing well. We're glad to have them. Health checks have been completed on Mama. She's doing great. The babies have visually been inspected by the vet and look to be doing well also. Eating aplenty and sleeping a lot.
Hi, this is Callie and Julia, her foster. Callie is a 4-year-old spayed English Bulldog. She loves people. She has an awesome personality. She's friendly. She's a good watchdog. She's good at the vet, and she loves walks. She has something called a medical condition they think might be megacolon, so she requires a very special diet and some laxatives and monitoring, and would do great with someone that can be home with her a lot of the time, take her on short walks and monitor. She's going to be a great dog.
Hi, I'm Salman Azhar. I'm a doctor at Lenox Hill Hospital, and while I was helping save lives during this COVID crisis, Sophia, my yellow lab, was helping save mine. Every night when I would come home, she would make sure that I got hugs and kisses, and she would make sure, thank you, baby. Oh my God, yes. Make sure that I was whole again. And that's why I believe in the mission of Broadway Barks. Broadway Barks connects pets, finds them loving homes, and makes sure that all of you can have the same relationship I have with my little girl here. That's why I love Broadway Barks.
Hi everyone. I wanted to introduce you, if I could get them to come over up into my camera angle, my dogs. This is, oh, come on, darling. They were sleeping. This is, hi, Rosalie. Say hi. This is Rosalie. She came from the shelter in New York. Okay, sorry. Go back to sleep, darling. Okay, lie down. You're okay. Lie down. And then, oh, he's wagging his tail. He knows I'm going to come get him. Okay, and then this is my Charlie, my male, my boy, my sweet boy, and he's from Texas. Okay, so the reason I wanted to introduce you to them, you could stay there now and relax, okay, is, okay, lie down. You're safe. Lie down. I'm not going to bother you anymore. Okay, good girl. I want to tell you how I got Charlie. So I had another male dog and another female dog, and my male dog was Kramer. And when Kramer passed, my other pit bull, Stella, was grieving so much that she took his mat and pushed it up against the front door and slept there for a couple of days. And then one night at 5 a.m, I hear her crying, and I put on the light, and she's crying, looking at Kramer's bed. So I realized I had to get her a dog before I was ready myself to even have a dog. So I was looking in New York for shaggy dogs, and there weren't any. And I went online, and I found these wonderful dogs in this wonderful place. So I want to introduce you to a wonderful woman who runs the shelter, Dogs in Texas, DAWGSN, Texas, Diane Trull. One more time. Big jump. One more time. Charlie.
Hi, Charlie. Hi, puppy, puppy, puppy. Hi, puppy, puppy, puppy.
You recognize her?
He's here.
Your godmother who saved you? Charlie, Charlie, Charlie.
He's adorable. I have these little cuties, by the way. I didn't know.
Oh my God, you got pit bull puppies.
They were dumped in our dumpster, not our dumpster, our night drop at the shelter about a week ago.
Oh my God.
A week. They were just laying in there. We heard this little sound, and it was like, what is that? And out they popped out of the little igloo, and there was a total of 4 of them.
Oh, they're beautiful.
I could handle 4 on the camera, so.
I was telling everybody how wonderful you were, and I didn't tell them. I told them that I found Charlie at your rescue. I didn't tell everybody that he was found in the garbage.
There was this young couple, and they were out for a walk, and they heard this sound, and the garbage truck was right there. And he had already lifted up the garbage can and was getting ready to dump it. And the kids heard this dog barking and yelping, which was Charlie. So they ran and had the man stop it before he had tipped it in.
Oh my
and
God.
They got Charlie out. But then they couldn't find anybody to help them, and they couldn't have a dog in their apartment. So they called us.
You sent me his picture, And it's his dog. And I was singing in Wisconsin. And so Patty, my assistant, and we flew to Amarillo and we met Charlie, who immediately wrapped himself around me. I was like, oh my God, he's my dog. And he's so special. And we spent the night there, and then we started the drive back. We drove him back across the country. Patty actually did that. And I flew the last day to tell my other dog, Stella, that she was getting a brother and getting her ready. They met outside. They came in, and, you know, she was content for the first time again since she lost Kramer. I have a photo of her with her head laying on Charlie's butt, and he never left her side. He would lay down with her, lay next to her, lay outside with her. He just adored her. He is so special. So I thank you for that.
Well, they have a special mom too, very special mom.
I love her. Oh, I'm so jealous you have a puppy.
I can bring that baby to you.
I know, and he has puppy breath. Oh my gosh.
They do have puppy breath. They're very, very sweet, and they have these little barks. Can you hear their little barks?
My goddaughter was just looking for a pit bull puppy, and she just found one like 4 days ago. Otherwise, I would have wrestled that one. Had to get it to her in Los Angeles if I could. Oh, how sweet. Tell everyone how you started this rescue.
Well, I was teaching 4th grade. They were mostly 8 and 9-year-olds. And I was teaching reading, and I had all this print around in the room. And in the newspaper, there was a story about puppies that were out at the pound to be adopted. And the kids brought the picture up and asked me what happened to the puppies if they didn't get adopted. And I had a moment there. I didn't know what was the right thing to say. And I said, well, then they need to find homes. So, you know, you need to go home and tell your parents you need a puppy. And thinking that would be good. And then they came back. And so what happens if they don't find homes? And well, the answer to that had to be that they were put to sleep, but hopefully we can find them homes. So everybody should go home and tell their parents they should adopt. And then the last question is, they came up and they said, so why did they have to die? And it was like, there isn't an answer for that. Why do they have to die? And so I said, well, we could come up with a plan. Let me go home and talk to my husband and my family, and we'll talk about tomorrow. And all of you brainstorm on what we can do. And the common thing was we needed to go rescue them. So we went to the city council and we got everybody involved and our school involved, and went to the council meeting, and they told us we could start taking the dogs from the pound. And the next day we're getting ready to go to lunch, and I've got my little group all in their little line with their lunch boxes all ready to go down the hall. And in comes the animal control agent, and he says, I have 5 dogs and 7 puppies, and if you don't take it, I'm taking to the vet. And so it was like, okay, well, give us about an hour. And so everybody called everybody, and we found foster homes, and that's how we started. It just happened. It just happened.
You and these little girls started a rescue. Oh God. And now, of course, you couldn't be a teacher anymore because you're running a rescue.
I tried to do it for 4 years, but it just got really hard.
Yeah.
And I felt like the shelter taught them so many valuable lessons that they couldn't learn in the classroom.
Yeah.
You know?
Look at those puppies. Oh.
Aren't they adorable?
It's so beautiful. Are those a boy and a girl, 2 boys?
Yes. This is the little girl.
Yeah.
Name her Zoe. And this is the little boy, and they're naming him Xander.
You wrote a book that just came out.
Dogs. And it's a true story of lost animals and the kids who rescued them. And here in the front is some of my students. This is one of the rescue dogs that we took in, and is now a therapy dog for children with pediatric cancer.
Oh.
And this is my granddaughter with one of the little puppies.
You save all these angels on the earth, and thank God for people like you. And I saw your video of all the dogs. Everybody, wait till you see these dogs. They're so beautiful. And if you're near Texas, you could get one of these animals.
We would love that. We would love that.
Get ready for the dogs of Texas.
Dogs in Texas is a 501c3 nonprofit started in 2003 by 4th grade students, their teacher, and her family. The students asked the question, why did the dogs have to die? A week later, the shelter was begun. Those students helped rescue thousands of animals, and today we have saved over 22,000 precious lives. Every animal in our care only dreams of one thing, and that's to be loved for a lifetime. We have so many amazing puppies and precious dogs that would love to find their forever families. Here's just a few who need someone to give them a chance.
This is Ruby. Want to say hello? No, not right now. And this is Tallulah. Yes, I just said your name. You want to say hi? Yeah, no, not right now. Hi, I'm Bibi Neuwirth, here for the kitties. I've got 3 rescues. I've got Billy is hiding, Tallulah's in the sun, and Ruby is kibitzing me from the side, but she's really hard to put into the camera frame, so just trust me on this. They're here, and they are in support of Broadway Barks, and we're here to tell you about City Critters. City Critters is a New York State nonprofit, started in 1994. They've been saving kitties since 1994, and you can find their rescues for adoption, their adoption centers in Manhattan, in the Flatiron District at PetSmart, that's on Broadway between 24th and 25th Street, or up on the Upper East Side, that would be at Petco on 2nd Avenue between 52nd and 53rd Streets. Thank you. There's cat hair everywhere. Adopt, don't shop. Thank you for being kind to animals. Thank you for adopting when you can. Thank you for supporting Broadway Barks.
Hi there, I'm Michael Cerberus, and this is Evangeline. Evangeline came to me from Louisiana via Southern Paws Rescue about 5 years ago. She's just turned 5 a month ago. I have to say, my life wouldn't be nearly as good if it weren't for having Evangeline in it. She's my second rescue dog. She has been the best part of the last several months. I mean, I wouldn't have left the house at all if it hadn't been for needing to walk her a few times a day. And she just keeps everything in perspective and helps me feel better about the future. Shelter animals are the best decision that you can make, and we've been to Broadway Barks for several years. I used to come all the time with my dog Gibson, who was also a rescue from the ASPCA. She was with me for 15 years. Both Gibson and Evangeline are regulars on the Broadway scene. They know a lot of Broadway dressing rooms. It's hard not to be all together for Broadway Barks, but it's great that we can be together like this. And even greater is the chance to save a life through rescue. So I hope you'll have a chance to, and I know Evangeline thanks you.
Hey you guys, it's Ariana DeBose coming at you from my family home in North Carolina. What a wild and unprecedented time we live in. But I will say I'm incredibly grateful to have the opportunity to be home, to help take care of the people that I love the most in this world, despite the fact that it came to me as a result of a pandemic and a national crisis. I am nonetheless very, very grateful for the time. However, I will say I'm missing my fur babies. My 2 cats, Izzy and Freddie. They are at home in New York being taken care of by a dear friend of mine so that I can be here. So I'm very grateful to her for helping me take care of my fur babies. Now, the important stuff. I am joining you today to introduce a wonderful organization called Adopt a Boxer Rescue. They are an all-volunteer charitable organization formed to rescue, rehabilitate, and rehome unwanted and abandoned boxer dogs. They do their work within Connecticut, Delaware, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Northern Virginia, Washington, D.C., and Rhode Island. So as you can see, they have hands everywhere. Their mission includes hands-on rescue and, my personal favorite, education. Very important. They strive to inform others about the realities of pet ownership. For all those who have owned dogs or cats, there's so many things that we don't really realize that come along with owning pets. So I love that they do this. It is their hope that their efforts will enhance the lives of people as well as their companion animals. Now, I'm going to say this one more time because I think it's very important. AABR is a collective effort of volunteers working together. So they need all the help they can get in continuing their good work in rescuing these abandoned and unwanted boxer dogs and giving them another chance at life. So if any of this has piqued your interest, please give them a look, check them out, donate if you can, and more importantly, see if there's a dog that you can take home and start a new life with. Give them all the love that you have in your heart. I thank you for letting me join you today. I'm sending you love. Please stay safe. Adopt a boxer dog. How about that? Wash your hands and wear a mask. I love you all.
Welcome to Adopt a Boxer Rescue. Adopt a Boxer Rescue was founded in 2004 to rescue, rehabilitate, and rehome unwanted and abandoned boxer dogs. We work within the New York metropolitan area and in most northeastern states. Our hope is that our efforts will enhance the lives of people as well as companion animals. Allow us to introduce you to a few of our dogs needing forever homes. Meet Tootsie, a beautiful 10-year-old boxer used as a breeder and discarded when she was no longer useful to her owner. As you watch her flying down the beach, you'd never guess that this lady is 10 years old. She is great with all that meet her and playful with other dogs. Open your home and hearts to a senior and they will amaze you. Next, meet Jagger. Found on Craigslist along with his breeding mate, 6-year-old Jagger is a well-behaved gentleman who is dog-friendly, walks well on leash, and is an overall lover boy. And here is Baby, Another fun and friendly gal looking for her forever home. She's wonderful, playful, and full of love. If you have room in your heart and home for a boxer, learn more about them at adoptaboxerrescue.com. Adopt a Boxer Rescue wishes to thank Broadway Barks and its sponsors for allowing us to participate in this virtual Schubert Alley presentation.
Hi, Michael, my darling Michael.
Hi, Bernadette. How are you?
I'm good. So nice to see your glowing, beautiful face. Sprout's your first dog? Or did you probably have one growing up? Probably.
I had a dog growing up named Lady, who was a fantastic dog that we got when I was like 6 or 7. And she died when I was in college after I'd left. And she was an awesome dog. Then I didn't have a dog until I met you.
And we were together on Ugly Betty. Okay, now tell the story because.
So you came on Ugly Betty, and I was so excited because, as you know, and as anybody who knows anything about me knows, I'm a massive Bernadette Peters fan. So when you came on Ugly Betty, I was really excited to we had scenes together, and I was really excited to spend time with you on set, off screen. But I knew that, you know, it would be weird if I started talking to you about your credits and your concerts and your albums.
And you didn't tell me that you named your car after me then.
My first car was a 1989 Chevy Beretta that I named the Bernadetta. True story. But I didn't tell you that on the set of Ugly Betty. I waited until I thought you thought I was cool. But the first day on set, I thought, what am I going to say? She loves dogs. Talk about dogs. But I was not thinking about getting one, but I lied. And I said to you, I've been thinking about getting a dog. And you perked up and you said, really? And we started talking about what kind of dog I might like. And literally the next day, you showed up with dogs on set.
Okay, I want to apologize publicly to you now in front of everyone. But you know what happened? The rescue group that I was rescuing for, it's called Bark Shelter, was right there in Brooklyn, in Williamsburg. Yeah. So I said, Vinny, you have any dogs? Because you're right nearby. Bring some dogs over. So he brought some cute little dogs over.
Yeah, some really cute ones. And it was down to 2, and then Sprouts was so sweet. She was a Brussels Griffon, so she had this really cute smushy face, and her hair was matted because there had been a bow. And I was like, oh, she looks good. And you were like, oh, no, we'll have her groomed before you pick her up. And I went and picked her up a couple of days later, and she was wonderful. I mean, it took a little while, she was a little, she'd had separation anxiety. I think they found her on the street. She was an awesome dog. And we had her for several years, and then she died of a stroke, and we just don't know what her life was like before. I think her heart was sort of just kind of gave out. Her little ticker just didn't make it. But we waited about 2 months after Sprouts died, and then I called you and said, okay, I'm ready. And you sent us to Animal Haven.
I did.
Which is an amazing shelter. And that's where we found President McKinley, who was named at the time Hazelnut, but we changed it.
President McKinley. Didn't you have her backstage? She had her own little show, right? Backstage?
She goes backstage. She's gone backstage with me a lot. She would come to Grand Horizons, which I did just before everything shut down. We would make her do tricks. And they're all on my Instagram. You can see them.
That's where I saw her, yes.
Yes. We called it Kinnermission. And we would line the hall. There's a wonderful long hallway where the dressing rooms are at the Helen Hayes. And we would line the hallway and throw her ball, and she would jump over. Our videos were getting so popular that our director, Lee Silverman, called and said, you guys are doing the play, right? Do you take your dogs when you're in a show? Do they come backstage with you?
I used to take my cat, Murphy, to Annie Get Your Gun. And she's just sitting there. She loved it. She was great. And then I tried taking my dogs, but I'm actually allergic to animals. And for some reason in the dressing room, I guess because there wasn't windows or whatever, my lungs would start to fill up. So
well, that's no good. I can't believe that you, Bernadette Peters, are allergic to animals.
And I still have them. You mentioned Animal Haven, and actually we have two great stars that are going to introduce Animal Haven. It's Audra McDonald and
Will Swenson.
that's it. And here they come.
Mwah, love you.
Hey everybody, I'm Will Swenson.
This is Butler
McDonald Swenson.
And I'm Audra McDonald Swenson.
We sometimes say Butler Elizabeth McDonald Swenson. We gave him that middle name. We've had Butler for 9 years. He's a rescue, and Butler is in heaven because we have been home 24 hours a day for 3 months. So he couldn't be any happier, and so are we, to be honest. We wanted to introduce you to an amazing shelter called Animal Haven. They are a great shelter servicing for adoption and behavioral intervention for animals. So we want to show you some amazing dogs and cats.
If you see one you like, check them out. This is a perfect time to adopt. Perfect time. Everybody's home.
Tell them to get a dog, Butler.
Get a dog or a cat or both.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Butler, say bye.
Say bye. He's busy.
Hey guys, hey Bernadette.
Hey everyone, hey Bernadette, it's Orphe.
And Andy Carl, and we have Lucius.
And Trixie.
Babies. There they are.
And we got these two amazing, wonderful little crazy fur creatures from the Humane Society of New York.
They're very photogenic, by the way.
Very photogenic.
Some of the best things about having our babies is that in these times it gives us a schedule. I mean, really, I gotta get up, I gotta make that breakfast, I gotta take them for walks. Keeps
cleaning
this
and more cleaning.
Sane in here. when we can't be on stage, we get to entertain them.
Yes.
I do scenes with them.
Absolutely. And they're pretty good scene partners, actually. So make sure you adopt, never, ever, ever shop. And see you next year, maybe outside, hopefully.
Please.
Please. Say goodbye, Trixie. Bye.
Goodbye, Trixie.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Mary Steve Bruchin.
And I'm Ted Danson, and this is Arthur, who's 14 and a half years old, so he's a little deaf. You may have to speak up a little.
We want to thank our friend Bernadette Peters for inviting us to be a part of Broadway Barks. And our shelter that we're honoring is Bobby and the Strays. In 1998, Bobby Giordano started this 100% nonprofit, no-kill animal rescue organization.
They work in many venues across New York City and Long Island. So, cheers, Bobby and the Strays.
He's 5 years old. He's very good with other dogs and children. He loves to take little walks and he loves to play in the yard.
Hi everyone, this distinguished gentleman right here is Harry. He's an 8-year-old town boxer mix. He likes his long walks and just laying out in the sun. Get him to smile, he looks like the Joker. We love him.
This is Broadway. She is a 1-year-old Chihuahua. Hi, little girl. She's good with other dogs. She's good with cats. She's good with children. She's happy and healthy. And she loves to play and completely housebroken. And if anyone chooses to adopt her, I am sure whoever does so will be very, very happy with her.
This is Bella. She's a 9-year-old Shar-Pei mix. She's really sweet. Her owners surrendered her to the animal hospital and wanted to have her euthanized, and the animal hospital didn't do it. They called us and we came and got her. She does come with 2 years health care from the animal hospital, so this way it doesn't cost you a dime for the medical bill. And she's just a big couch potato that just wants to lay down and relax for the rest of her life. And she just loves to sunbathe and play in the water.
This is Truffles. She is a Japanese Chin. She is about 5 years old. Truffles is a very sweet, nervous, and timid dog. She needs a patient owner that will help her adjust to a home life and become more confident and loved dog.
Hi, this is Baxter. He's a 7-year-old Shepherd mix. He's a really good boy. He loves his food and he loves to relax on couches, and he also likes to swim in pools. So if you're looking for that pooch, this is your boy who has that little couch waiting just for him with nice blanket.
Hi everyone, this is Freckles. He's a 6-year-old boxer hound mix. He likes to catch his treats, he goes swimming, and walks with his favorite person, me. Say hi, Frex. I'll also give you a paw. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Victoria Clark, and this is my husband.
Tom Reedy.
And we're here with our beautiful Golden Retriever, Ollie.
Hey, Ollie.
Hello, Broadway Barks. Thank you for asking us to be a part of your event this year. Ollie is our wonderful rescue. He came to us from China 2.5 years ago from Yankee Golden Retriever Rescue, and he has made quarantine very fun. and kept us in shape. Right, Ollie? We
Yeah.
go on our giant walks every day. And he says hi, so go hug a pet today.
Hello, I'm Rita Moreno, and this is Sarita, my best friend. Sarita is Spanish for, oh, look at that, is Spanish for little Sarah. And I want to remind you of a wonderful animal shelter called Best Friends Animal Society Los Angeles. They provide every possible service you might need so that fewer animals go into shelters and increase adoption so that more animals are put into new homes. The Adoption Center features adoptable kitties and dogs, one of which will capture your heart, like this little one does.
Hi everyone, my name is Peggy Kennedy. I am with Best Friends Animal Society in Los Angeles, and we have 4 very special dogs for you today. So here you go, meet Johnny Hula, Cherish, Remy, and Minx.
Hi, I'm Jill, and this is Johnny Hula, who I'm fostering from Best Friends Animal Society. He's a gorgeous 13-year-old Staffordshire Mastiff mix, and as you can see, he's incredibly laid back, very low energy, easygoing, likes short walks, should be your one and only. But he does know some commands. He'll come and sit and give paw. Won't you, Johnny? Come here. Come. Come. Johnny, come. Johnny, come. Come on. Johnny, come. Good boy. Gonna sit? Oh, Johnny, you're so sweet. Good boy. Get paw in. Get paw. I get another paw. So sweet. All Johnny wants is lots of affection and a nice comfy bed to call his own. Thank you, sweetheart.
Hi, my name's Robert, and I'm at Best Friends LA with my friend Cherish. We estimate that she's about 5 years old and that she's some sort of a pitty mixed breed. She's partially blind, she's very snuggly, likes to go on leisurely walks, and also just likes to hang out outside and take in all the smells and sounds. She loves leaning into you for attention and loves giving affection as well. She likes to put costumes on or clothing on. She likes to put it on and take it off without any issues at all. She's really a little angel. Will you be the one that gives this sweet girl her forever home?
Hi, I'm Taylor and this is Remy. Remy is a 7-year-old American Staffordshire Bulldog Mastiff mix. We've been fostering him for about 2 months, and as you can see, he's just a big, lazy, gentle giant. This is pretty, oh, we're awake. This is pretty much his constant state. He just needs a comfy place to nap and people to keep him company, and he's so happy.
Hi, this is Janelle from Best Friends, and this is Strawberry. Strawberry is a wonderful senior dog that we have available for adoption. You'd never guess she was a senior though, because she has the energy of a much younger dog. Strawberry would love to go to an active home where she can go swimming and hiking. Some of our wonderful volunteers took her home to foster for a weekend, and she swam in their pool. She knew how to swim just like it was perfect instinct. She enjoyed playing and cuddling with toys, and it turned out she was a real princess. They said that they thought she looked like a Disney princess dog. So if you are looking for an active hiking buddy, a friend to cuddle with, and be your best one and only companion, Strawberry would be a great dog for you.
Thanks for watching. To adopt Johnny Hula, Cherish, Remy, or Strawberry, email adoptla@bestfriends.org.
Hi, it's Laura Linney here. I'm speaking to you from the northwest corner of Connecticut. I hope that you are all safe and wearing masks and staying calm during this crazy time. I'm very happy to be able to introduce you to the cats from the Manhattan Valley Cat Rescue. I hope you find a cat or a kitten who speaks to you, who you can bring into your home, and who can become a member of your family. Wishing you all the best. Thanks again.
This is Melvin,
and this is Ivy. They're friendly and they purr, except you can't pick them up. They don't like to be picked up. I think in a house situation where they would be, able to get closer to someone, eventually they probably would be able to be picked up. This is their brother Ricky. Little baby doesn't feel well. You sneezing, sweetie? You sneezing too? Melvin, sweetheart.
Hello, Malcolm. Malcolm McDowell, everybody.
Hello, Bernadette. How are you? You look
I
absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. I love you and miss you a lot.
Yeah, well, that's very mutual, as you know.
Thanks for doing this. And you
bet.
actually hosted Broadway Barks with me 4 years ago. You kept saying, oh my God, it's like the Tonys here. Everybody's here. It's like the Tonys.
I know. It was also very much in the memory of Mary Tyler Moore, who used to host with you. And I remember that particularly because it wasn't that long before since she wasn't there. So,
No.
And I know that the spirit of Mary's always on Broadway Barks through you, which is, of course, a beautiful thing. And we can remember her too.
Absolutely. My Mary. And I love her. She loved the animals. She loved the animals. And she started it with me. And And that's where, as we were doing Mozart, you met my animals. You met my. I want to say, while we're talking about Mozart, that we lost our fellow actor, Mark Blum, to the COVID. I just wanted to pay tribute to him and what a fabulous actor he was. And
great actor, and even more so, just a wonderful person. He was a wonderful guy, and we love Mark. Yeah.
You met my dogs, and you've always loved dogs. I know.
Pit bulls. What beautiful dogs they are.
Yes.
Special dogs. Well, soon you're going to meet my dogs. Now, we've got. They're both rescues, of course.
Yes.
And one's a French bulldog, and the other one's an Commoner Garden English bulldog, who's a puppy who we are totally besotted about. These dogs have changed the house and changed our lives. Simple as that.
That's what dogs do. It's amazing, especially during this time where we've been in quarantine and you kind of bond with them unlike any other time. It's really amazing.
Well, I have a feeling that, that these dogs want us to get the hell out of the house. So they can have full reign. It was our youngest son, who was 10, who sent us a picture on his iPhone to say, I'm playing with this dog at the pound. Can we have him?
Oh.
And she's Mabel, and she's a little French bulldog.
Yeah.
And then this other galoot came into our lives, George. And we love George. In fact, I've got a meaty treaty here. Do you want to see him?
I want to
see George. Oh, he's great. Oh.
He might disconnect you, so watch out.
Oh, they snort. I love when they snort. Oh my God.
I know. Oh my God, he's kicked the thing.
Oh,
hey, baby.
The best.
Hey, baby.
Well, I remember how much your boys were talking about. You would say they wanted to get a dog so badly. They want to get a dog so badly.
I know.
And now you got
them.
They're gorgeous.
It took us a while, darling. It took us a while, but we got the right dogs. They're such a great pair. And now Mabel, who hated any other dogs. Yeah. Ooh. No.
Love in your ear.
I'm just going to go on as if nothing's happening. So Mabel couldn't stand other dogs. She hated him for like 2 hours, and then they slept together, and that was it.
Oh. How many pounds do you think he's going to be?
Oh, God. He's probably 35 pounds now, and he probably end up by being maybe 60 or 70. I don't know.
Yeah, probably 60.
I know. But she is such a dog.
Oh, what a face. She's so beautiful.
And she's so calm.
Oh.
There you are, darling. Put your paws there. There you go. There you go. There she is.
Play. She likes to have.
Look at those
play.
eyes. So
Oh, she is
soulful.
wonderful. She is
I know.
special. She has seen life, that dog. But now you and
So the-
Kelly are on the board of a wonderful shelter in Santa Paula. Is that where
Santa Paula, called Spark. And it's one of the only no-kill shelters around.
Do you want to introduce? Here comes Spark Shelter and all the beautiful dogs.
Well, here it is, Spark in Santa Paula. We love them very much. So thank you.
And I love you forever and ever.
Hey, Broadway Barks, it's the best. I love you. I love you.
Hi, my name is Tara Diller. I'm the new president and CEO of Santa Paula Animal Rescue Center, otherwise known as Spark. Spark is located 60 miles north of Los Angeles in the city of Santa Paula, a small underserved community within the county of Ventura. It's Spark's mission to build a humane community by cultivating kindness and compassion for both people and their pets. And we invite our community to get involved by giving their time, treasure, and talents to help us in our no-kill, life-saving mission.
Hello, and welcome to the first annual Spark Awards, brought to you by Broadway Barks. We'd like to give thanks to Bernadette Peters and in remembrance of Mary Tyler Moore for including us in this year's production. For today's event, we are live at the historic Glen Tavern Inn in Santa Paula.
And now, on with the show.
The award for Best Smile goes to Tess, a beautiful brindle Staffordshire Terrier mix. Here you can see her displaying that gorgeous and one-of-a-kind smile, as well as a clip of her playing tug of war. This girl certainly knows how to strut her stuff. Next up, we have Onyx. This striking Labrador Retriever mix is the winner of the Social Butterfly Award. This handsome hound is a little older than some, but don't let that fool you. He loves getting pets and palling around with his fellow furry friends. Moving on, we have the Bountiful Bailey, who's the winner of the Couch Potato Award. This hunky little beagle mix loves to just hang out and get pets for hours on end. Truly a master in the craft of relaxation. Our next dashing dog is the love bug of all love bugs, Billy. This young American Staffordshire Terrier is the winner for the Most Lovable Award. Not to say our other contestants aren't lovable, but Billy sure loves to cuddle up and just be affectionate towards anyone he encounters. Last, but definitely not least, we present Ace. This American Bulldog has been nominated for Most Resilient. Ace has skin cancer, but that doesn't stop him from living his best life and being the best dog that he can be. And he's such a looker, you can't keep the paparazzi off of him.
Thanks for watching the Spark Awards. Visit our website and visit us on Facebook. Spark, Ventura County's only no-kill shelter.
Hi, Bernadette and Broadway Barks. This is Kristen Chenoweth.
And Josh Bryant.
Yeah, we're here in California in what is this place?
The kitchen.
I'm so glad that Josh is still, my partner during COVID and everything else. But we are sending you so much love. And of course, some of you may know my Muppet. This is Thunder Pup. She put on her tie-dye. And we are here to introduce one of the wonderful rescues of the Great Dane. And this is a dog that I wish if I were a dog I could be a member of, because what would it be like to be that tall?
I don't know.
He knows I don't. Please check out the Mid-Atlantic Great Dane Rescue League. There's lots of Great Danes there to choose from if you are so inclined. And just remember that now, more than ever, we need our furry babies. And we wish you just so much love and God bless. And, animals are healers. They really are. Oh, is she waving? Yes, she is. Bye.
Hi, I'm John Stamos.
And I'm Caitlin Stamos.
And
And this is Lilo Stamos.
Mhm.
And she is from Lucky Puppy Shelter.
She's
in
one lucky
Studio City.
puppy, this dog.
Yes.
She lucked out with this family.
She spent over a year in between 2 different shelters when I picked her up.
Probably violent too, right? They were saying.
Yeah, I think that she might have been rough housed a little, but
Not
she's-
anymore.
Not anymore.
She is the queen of the castle. She's a little spoiled though.
She's very spoiled,
Mm.
but she's our princess, and we love her.
We love Broadway Barks. This is great that you guys are doing this virtually, and we love Bernadette. And you're doing great work, so keep it up, and thank you for including us. And Lilo as well. Lilo, you want to say bye? Kiss.
Hey, it's me, Whoopi. I'm coming to you from everywhere I am. That's the best I can do. I am thrilled to be part of Broadway Barks virtually, and I'm here to talk about my favorite shelter, which is One Love for Animals. It's located in Philadelphia, and my friend Bill Smith is the founder of this wonderful shelter. And they have the most amazing ideas about how animals should be treated. So they go and they get all animals. So if you have ducks or you have fish or you have, a monkey that's come out of the blue, Bill goes and gets them. I can't tell you how much his work means to me. And he works with Dick and Marilyn Ferris, and they are like-minded individuals who go and they help at-risk animals find forever homes and get treated better. And it doesn't matter the species, they're on top of it. So I want you to know that if you check out their shelter information and you see an animal that you like, dog, cat, groundhog, monkey, flying bird, whatever you see, if you decide you want to adopt, they're the people who will help you do it. Love it. One Love for Animals.
Hi, my name is Bill Smith, and I work at One Love for Animals. Thank you, Whoopi, for that kind introduction. We don't happen to have any monkeys or fish here today, but we do have some incredible dogs. These two are Chihuahuas, just incredible. Banjo and Viola. Banjo and Viola, like the other animals that you're going to see here today, were all rescued from puppy mills. We're based in Pennsylvania, so we go out and we rescue dogs from Pennsylvania, Dutch country, and actually on the other side of State College. There's a large concentration of breeders. So as I said, all of the dogs here were either given up because they could no longer breed, or they were puppies that the breeders couldn't sell. Oh. Next dog, this is Quinn. Quinn is an awesome little dog. She's half Shih Tzu and half Jack Russell. So she's a little feisty, but she loves people. And she loves other dogs. She's really a really great dog. She would make a wonderful companion for someone. She's only a year old too. This is Claudette. Now Claudette, we named after Claudette Colbert because she has a round, beautiful face. Boston Terriers are amazing. Helen Keller, not only did she have wonderful pit bulls, but she also had a Boston Terrier. They're really great family dogs. This is Claudette. Now, if you're interested in any of these dogs, please go to our website. It's 1LOVE4animals.org, okay? And here, now this is Bunny. Bunny is a Shih Tzu mix, and we think maybe a little bit of Pekingese. She has very soft hair. She was very, very shy when she first came in. She's the sweetest dog in the world, very quiet, very well behaved. She's about 2 years old, 2 to 3 years old. And as I said, she's just the nicest dog, really nice. All of them are really nice. And last but not least, we have Shiba Inu puppies. Shiba Inu puppies are amazing. Shibas are amazing dogs. We got a hold of them here. This is Barb and Mia. Barb and Mia's mother came in from a puppy mill, and we didn't realize that she was pregnant. We made a spay appointment for her, and 2 days before the spay appointment, she gave birth to 3 puppies. Their brother has already been placed. He's living in Brooklyn with a special ed teacher and a writer. But they're great dogs. They're born housebroken. They're very, very clean dogs. It's a Japanese breed, and they're just fantastic. And that's it. That's our group. We'd also like to take this moment to thank Bernadette and Patty for all their hard work. And we know that Mary Tyler Moore is watching on high, and she's just so happy that Broadway Barks continues to help rescues find homes for their animals. Thank you very much. The website again is oneLove4animals.org, and thank you.
Hi Broadway Barks, my name is Dr. Dan Erdheim, anesthesiologist from Brooklyn, New York. This is my 10-year-old rescue dog, Mosby. We've been together through a lot of life's ups and downs, including medical school and the most recent COVID crisis. My role as a physician expanded and I was spending long hours at the hospital. I always knew Mosby would be home waiting for me with a warm smile and ready to go on a walk. Couldn't have asked for a better quarantine crew between him and my wife, Rachel.
Oh my God, Sean, thank you. I'm so excited to talk to you.
I'm always excited to talk to you. You are the brightest bulb in the nation.
Oh my God, no, wait. I was just going to say about you that I love you so much. It's your eye. This light comes out of your eyes and it's so beautiful. And I fell in love with you for the first time on Saturday Night Live when you played the piano and answered the phone at the same time. And you played ba 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 ba, hello. Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't believe you remember that.
I mean, because I went, oh my God, I love this guy. He's so brilliant. It was just so brilliant.
Well, I feel the same about you, and I've been a fan of you ever since I first saw you in anything, and especially when you came on Will and Grace.
Oh, thank you. That was fun. I want to talk about, I know that you love dogs because you have a beautiful, is that Australian Shepherd?
Yes, I had 2 Australian Shepherds. They both passed away in like the last couple years, or 3 years maybe. One was 13 and the other one got to be like 11 or 12. And they passed away a year from each other. Oh, so sad, so heartbreaking. But dogs are everything. And you were the first person I'm telling that we're getting a new puppy in 2 weeks. So I'm really excited. We're getting a golden doodle like the rest of the world.
My dogs are out walking right now. Otherwise, I would show you. Mine has all kinds of things in him, but he looks like a doodle. He looks like he'd be. You know what? He's like. If you were a dog, he'd be the dog version of you. I swear, he's like a Muppet and beautiful soul.
Oh, that's so nice. I think I have been referred to as a dog before, but do you ever sing in front of your dogs?
Well, yeah, but my dog sings.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he sings. And then every morning we do a little, let's get it out, get all those emotions out. I swear they both were opera singers when they were people and I was their dog. He also does this yawn where it's like, oh, I mean, it's crazy. But they've been in the quarantine, I've bonded with them. It's crazy. And they're loving this life. She's a pit bull. She just spends the day in the bed in the other room in her kimono. And then she comes out with her cigarette and she says, is it time for dinner yet? They're just like lounging and eating. And
isn't that the best?
Conditioning.
Do you have more than one or you want to get another one?
I have 2.
Oh, you do have 2.
So I have a pit bull and then I have a shaggy dog. You as a dog.
I'm the shaggy DA.
Yeah, he's like dirty and beautiful and funny and.
I love that.
Yeah, they both were. Well, I got him at 6 months, and then I got her at 5 months, and he was already. They're only about a year apart. So, but he grew. When he was a puppy, he grew up. He was a foster. He was found in the garbage. He was found in the garbage dumpster.
Oh my God, so was I.
What did you say?
I said so was I. But wait, are you serious? That's so sad.
It is sad. It's very sad. And for a long time, I didn't like garbage men. So or kids. So I don't know exactly what the story was.
Well, God bless you for saving him. Oh my gosh.
I'm so lucky. They're both divine. So anyway, someone very special coming on after this. A star from Mad Men, and a big dog lover, Mr. Jon Hamm.
I love Jon Hamm. He's the best.
I
love him. I'm a huge fan. I just adore him.
I know. Everybody does. So anyway, he's going to talk about some wonderful animals too. Okay. Take it away, Jon Hamm.
Hello there, Broadway Barks. It's Jon Hamm. How you doing? Coming to you from deep quarantine. Wanted to introduce you guys to some of the amazing pets at the SPCA in Westchester. You're going to see some beautiful animals. Doggies and kitties. I had a doggie for a long time, who's no longer with us, so maybe if I see one, I will be in the running. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and thank you so much for giving so generously, and go find a pup or a kitty.
This froggy-legged cutie is Natasha. She's around 5 years old. She's equal parts gorgeous and goofy, and she's ready to crawl her way right into your heart. Natasha is the definition of loyal and man's best friend. So if that's what you're looking for, a steady companion, someone to brighten every day with smiles, come meet Natasha. They say diamonds are a girl's best friend, and we think they must have meant the diamond shape on Pepe's nose. This big man on campus is around 8 years old, and he's got a big soft coat and a big soft heart. He's a real nice guy, handsome and he knows it. He's got a lot of love to give, so if you're looking for a great friend, why don't you come meet Pepe? Working from home? Crosby would love to be your new coworker and your new best friend. This guy is a total sweetheart, a gentle soul who loves the company of children. He's been such an ambassador for us and a huge help in our humane education initiatives. Crosby longs for a family to love and call his own, and we can't wait to find that for him. 8-year-old Muriel came to us when her owner passed away. It's clear that she was well loved, and we'd like to get her into a new home where that can continue. Muriel is a total sweetheart, friendly and outgoing, thinks that every human hand was put on this earth to pet her, and even gets along with other cats. If you're looking for a great friend, look no further. Cupcake the Boston Terrier is around 6 years old and as sweet as they come. She's had a rough life so far. She was used for breeding and dumped at a high-kill shelter, but all that's over now. Cupcake is diabetic and heartworm positive, so she's getting all the love and treatment she needs from us while she waits to meet you. And now let's take a look at just some of the SPCA of Westchester's accomplishments.
You say hello. Hi, Sadie. How are you? Hi, it's Danny Burstein.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Luker.
And we have a confession to make. We are cat people.
We are.
And we've had cats almost as long as we've been married.
Yeah.
That was Sadie. And we had another cat named Blue before that. And also, Bean. Yes.
And that other cat that...
We had a devil cat. That was pretty tough. But mostly...
She was cute, though.
She was amazing. Actually, she was beautiful. And we're here to introduce the Urban Cat League.
Yay.
They were founded in 2002 by 5 people who love New York City street cats. You'll see some cats coming up very soon.
Yeah.
Right after this.
And please, please, please reach out and take one into your home. They need you.
And into your heart.
Urban Cat League helps New York street cats in many ways. In our workshops, we share our techniques for bringing cats from the street to adoptions. Non-social cats are neutered, vaccinated, and provided shelter and daily care in their outdoor habitat. Among the cats currently up for adoption are Gibson and Gimlet, a 10-week-old brother and sister pair. Shimmering black with tiny patches of white on their bellies, they are both neutered, tested, and have completed their first round of vaccinations. Discovered with their mom and pop in a sprawling industrial park in Brooklyn, they have quickly socialized to people and life indoors. Mom and pop were also fully vetted, but being unsocial, were returned to their outdoor home with ongoing care. Gibson and Gimlet are very playful and responsive. They eat together, sleep together, and endlessly play together as devoted siblings. They are only available to be adopted as a pair. Although Capucine was formerly living in a carriage horse stable in Midtown Manhattan, she has happily adapted to the comforts of life off the streets. She's extremely appreciative of attention and would make a steadfast and gentle companion. She gets along well with other male cats. Her coat is silky smooth and soft. She's about 4 years old and fully bedded. Isabel is a rambunctious 1-year-old with a fun and quirky personality. She's mostly black with a crescent moon at her throat, white chest, and the cutest tiny white toes. If you sit down, she will eagerly come over for pets and affections, though she's not a big fan of being picked up and held. But listen to that purr engine. She has fun playing with cats of either sex, but probably would not do well with children. Isabel would blossom in a home with another playful cat and adults patient enough to bring out her engaging yet gentle exuberance. Founded in 2003, Urban Cat League is dedicated to improving the lives of New York's street cats, one cat at a time. The street is no place for a kitten.
Hi Bernadette, hi everyone, the Broadway Barks community. Thank you so much for just sort of signing on and being part of this community. My name is Hugh Jackman. This is one of my doggies. This is Dali. That's Dali, not as in Dolly, as in D-A-L-I, the painter. And coming to you from home, where you guys all are. And I just wanted to say good on you, Bernadette, for all you and the team do to continue to help out all those dogs and cats. Now, that's why we're here. So check out all the dogs and cats that are there. If you like one, get in touch with us, okay? Anyway, sending lots of love. Hope tonight's a big, big success, and hopefully see you in person next year. Bye.
Hi, my name is Sutton Foster. I am here in my home. These are, I guess I should introduce you first, right? Yeah, this is my daughter. This is Miss Emily Dale, and these are my 2 rescue pups. This is Brody and Mabel. And we've all been here together for over 100 days, and we're having a good time. But I am here today to introduce you to a wonderful shelter, the Metropolitan Maltese Rescue. Oh, hello. I know. Take it easy, Brody. Go take a look, see if there's anything that you like, and give them a call. So many wonderful dogs and cats out there waiting to be rescued. Right, Emily? Yeah. Thank you.
Metropolitan Maltese Rescue is dedicated to placing homeless Maltese and Maltese mixes in loving, responsible, permanent homes. Our vision is to be an active partner of a no-kill community where there are no homeless pets. Paradise is incredibly playful. She really wants to be placed with a man. She is housebroken, uses a wee pad, is very happy and energetic. She's approximately 9 years old, weighs 8 pounds, and has Cushing's disease, so she will need to take her meds. She also would like to be the only dog in the house and doesn't like cats. Good on a leash, and is looking for a gentle soul to care for her. Carson is a very sweet and friendly, approximately 7 to 8-year-old male Maltese. He is healthy and active, loves to go for walks, cuddle with his person, and ride in a car. He weighs approximately 10 pounds, gets along with other dogs, and walks well on a leash. He will do best in a home where someone is around much of the time. He really enjoys company and will be a great companion. He has been house trained but will need some reinforcement in a new setting. Metropolitan Maltese Rescue thanks Broadway Barks for continuing to support pet rescue in New York City. If you would like to learn more about our available dogs, please visit our website, malteserescue.com.
Hi, I'm Laura Benanti, and who are you?
Hi, I'm Ella, and I'm holding a butterfly.
She's holding a butterfly.
Woof, woof.
Ella has so many animal friends. They are butterflies and what else? Ants, caterpillars, worms, and what else? Birdies. Are they all your best friends? But what would you really like the most?
Dogs.
So we are hoping to adopt a doggy.
Hi everyone, it's Alex Newell, and I am coming to you from my infamous wall in Harlem. Oh my goodness, during quarantine, I have missed my doggie so much, little Diva Nugget Newell. She's in Massachusetts with my mom, and it's been really hard without her. I've had her since she was this big in my hands, and I could hold her, and now she's the size of my torso. But I'm happy that my mom's gotten to spend some time with her and just kind of bond with her, and I can't wait when all of this is over to head to Massachusetts, scoop up little Nugget, and just cuddle with her. She hates to cuddle, but I make her, I like force her, just hold her, and she squirms, and I'm just like, whatever. But I just wanted to introduce you to some amazing puppies, dogs, kittens, cats from the Best Friends Animal Society. And if you see one that you like, that you connect with, that you think is cute, that you just want to cuddle, contact them. Bye, guys.
Emmylou, oh my God, I'm so honored to be talking to you. You're one of the queens of country music. I started listening to you 25 years ago, and I was listening to you for the last couple of days too. I mean, my God, the lyrics that you write. I love A Diamond in My Crown. Isn't that
thank you.
gorgeous song? And Goodbye I've been listening to. I love that on the Wrecking Ball album. I love the
Yeah, that's a Steve Earle song. One of my favorite songs, Goodbye.
Gosh. When did you start singing and playing the guitar? Because you have the purest, it comes from the purest place when you
Well, I wanted to be Joan Baez. So like I think a lot of young men, women my age, around 16, when she burst upon the scene with that glorious voice of hers. And so I got a guitar and just started tried to be her. And as it, and then you learn other songs and you imitate other people and you trying to find your own voice. But basically it was just wanting to accompany myself and sing those wonderful folk songs that are basically, so many of them are story songs. And I'm quite a fan of that genre.
Yeah, me too. I love them, and that's why I love listening to you. Were you always an animal lover?
Oh yes, my that comes from my parents and even their families. There were always a dog and cats growing up. There was always that sense of respect and love for animals. So I don't know why I went for many years without realizing that I could have a dog on the road until the early 90s. And that's when I adopted this dog named Bonaparte, a big, goofy looking sort of poodle mix. Not all dogs are good bus dogs, but he was great. And he traveled with me everywhere for 10 years.
Oh, and the other reason I adore you and admire you is because you have a rescue named after Bonaparte.
Yes, when he died, it was a bit of a shock because he was pretty young. He was only 11. And we had other animals in the house. My mother came to live with me in 1993 after my father died, and she brought a whole menagerie of animals. I thought, well, I'm never going to get another dog, that's my personal dog. And I started looking at this big backyard, and I wasn't going to put in a pool or tennis courts, that's for sure. So I thought, well, I could. Bonaparte and our other animals, most of them had come from Nashville Humane, which is a low-kill shelter here in Nashville. And so I thought, well, I could build a few kennels and take some of the overspill. I didn't really think I was going to actually start my own rescue. But you know how those things happen. It just morphed over. So that's from 2004, Bonaparte's Retreat has been pulling mainly now from Metro Animal Control, because up until a few years ago, that was a very high kill shelter, and we felt that was the most need. Right. But we still have a relationship with all the shelters. All local shelters, we're all doing the same thing. We're not in a competition. Whenever a dog or a cat gets adopted from a shelter, it's cause for celebration, certainly.
And then I know that you had a dog named Bella.
Bella actually was the first dog that Bonaparte's pulled, we call it, when we come and take them. The first time I went to Metro Animal Control, and this sounds terrible, I basically said to them, which dog, are you going to euthanize next? It was like Sophie's Choice, Yeah. And they pointed to this black lab mix of indeterminate age, gray, graying, and just very graceful with her paws crossed, very. And I took her with the idea that, I would get her adopted by somebody else. And I don't know, it just, she started digging out of the kennels in the backyard, and she stared at me through the glass kitchen door. Well, the end of the story. Just exactly. Come on in, and I think you're leading up to.
Well, I wanted to add, they're really sort of the angels on the earth, and I would love for you to. I know you wrote a song about her.
The song was inspired by Bella. Who knows where songs come from, but ultimately, it's a song, kind of an ode. A love song to all dogs, especially dogs that are in shelters, that are waiting for homes. I was lucky to get Bella. She was lucky, of course, to get a good home, but I wanted it to be, she was the vehicle that allowed me to sort of give a shout out to all these dogs that are waiting for homes that really can make human lives so much richer. So I'll see what I can do.
Big black dog, a little too much gray around the muzzle. Big black dog, why she ended up at the pound is a puzzle. A big black dog. Did she run away because somebody didn't treat her right? Did they lead her out in the cold night after long wander one day down there at the metro. Big black dog, waiting in a cage in line for the death row. A big black dog. Did somebody put her out on the road? Did they just not care? Did they think an old dog was too much trouble for them to bear? This big black dog. Her name is Bella. Bella, you're not brown, you're not yellow. Bella, Bella, my big black dog. Big black dogs, they're everywhere, looking for a home. They're hungry and scared. All they need is food and attention. They give you back love, sometimes redemption. I swear you could find it there in a big black dog.
That's Roxy. Somebody's outside.
Oh wait, now my here goes my dog.
She won't pay any attention to me if I call her. Roxy! 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 Come in here. Of course you can't see her, but
It's my big black dog.
she's we don't know. She's got the funny ears and the gray muzzle. Stay here. I'm gonna sing. She usually so we have one more verse. Here we
A big black dog. She may be a little rough around the edges. Big black dog. But when you throw a ball, she'll always go and fetch you. A big black dog. With a brand new leash, a brand new collar, it's a brand new game. Oh, I love to see the way she runs to me when I holler out her name. My big black dog. Her name is Bella. Bella, you're not brown, you're not yellow. Bella, Bella, my big black dog.
Oh, thank you. Can you see my big black
now
dog?
who is your dog?
Oh, Charlie, wait, he moved.
Charlie.
Charlie.
Oh, gorgeous.
Got a little bit of gold in there.
Yeah.
Charlie.
You know what that John Prine song, but you've got gold inside of you.
Oh.
Beautiful song, and all dogs have gold inside of them, don't they?
And so do you. You're so beautiful
Oh.
outside and inside. And I mean that. And I thank you. And we're going to feature Bonaparte Retreat. We're going to show your dogs. And I just couldn't be happier to have you be part of Broadway Barks. So Broadway Barks across America. So
Right.
I love you.
I love what you do, Bernadette. You know, when I started this rescue, I mean, I've met so many wonderful people. I mean, not just celebrities like yourself, but just people that are engaged doing kind of what I'm doing, or you find all kinds of stories that help you deal with the stories of cruelty that are still out there. But there's just an amazing movement, I think, in the world and in this country, definitely, where people are realizing that we're responsible for these creatures. You know, we are their voice. We speak for them, and it's been incredibly inspiring for me to meet people all around the country who share our love of animals and are speaking out for them. And you're one of them.
I'm one of them. I live, it's my passion. But the thing that's so beautiful that as I'm doing these little videos with people, is when people start talking about dogs, all this love comes pouring out of them. And we sort of need that right now in the world so desperately. So I am so thrilled and so happy that that you participated, and I can't thank you enough. And thank you for singing this afternoon. Thank you.
Yes, and we have Roxy chiming.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. I'm Amy Lou Harris, the founder of Bonaparte's Retreat Dog Rescue here in Nashville, Tennessee. We've mainly been a rescuer of larger dogs, and right now we have 2 young, very healthy, treeing Walker Coonhounds, full-blooded dogs, named Bojack and Boudreaux for your consideration. What do we got going on here, huh? What we got going on here, huh? Beautiful boys. Beautiful boys. But our newest addition to the Bonaparte's family could really be the poster dog for what we also do here at Bonaparte's, which is to take dogs who might otherwise languish in the shelters because they have underlying medical conditions that need sometimes expensive surgeries, sometimes there are multiple surgeries that need to be done. Bonaparte's takes care of all that. We put the dog in a wonderful foster home where they can stay before and then after their surgeries until they recover. And thus we have a dog like Abner. Abner has some impacted teeth that need to be removed. He has a bad eye that's probably going to go. He's got 2 luxating patellas, and I didn't even know what a luxating patella was in 2004 when we first started Bonaparte's Retreat. And then he has a condition with his testicles that I can't pronounce, but that is something that can easily be taken care of. Come on, Abner, bring it here. Get your toy. It's a wonderful, loving, affectionate dog. He just needs a little medical care and lots of love from Suzanne, who has done a lot of fostering for us. Suzanne, tell us about that.
Oh, we love fostering at our house. We have fabulous house guests. They come and we get attached to them, but you know what? The joy that they bring to us, and they go into their forever homes, and the opportunity for a better life than what they started out with in a shelter. Thank you to Bonaparte's Retreat.
So Abner will be ready for his forever home when he finishes with his surgeries. He's only 3 years old. He's got a lot of years ahead of him to make your lives more wonderful. Right, Abner?
Hey, it's Alec Baldwin here, reaching out to you from my backyard in East Hampton, Long Island. I'm a little bit wet from doing a lot of chores to do around here during the quarantine, and this is Diego. He's a rescue that we got in the city. Out here on Long Island, we support an organization called the Animal Rescue Fund of the Hamptons, ARF. Their website is arfhamptons.org, and they're probably one of the most significant animal rescue operations out here on Long Island. People come out here for the summer, people are out here year-round, and the work of ARF is critical, really, really critical. And I'm very proud to say that my wife and I and our family have supported the work of ARF for a little while now. Wherever you live, wherever you are, please support the work, whatever you can give. He's saying yes, he's agreeing with me. Whatever you can give, no amount is too small. Give what you can to support rescue operations in your community. And again, our organization, for those who want to check it out and see what a great operation is arfhamptons.org. And thank you. And say thank you. Real music, wait, say thank you. Say thank you. Thank you. He's a good boy. And boy, can he run. Oh my God, you should see this guy run. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Thank you.
We have 3 wonderful dogs that are going to be on Broadway Barks. Jada, who is 11 years old. Jada is a ham and a half. The The one thing about Jada that is amazing is that once she bonds with you, it is on forever. She's very loyal. She is a companion that will cuddle. She also is fully housebroken. She should be with children 8 years old or older, only because she's got a lot of brawn with the brass that she carries. Her color, don't let it fool you with the little bit of a gray that she has in her muzzle. She has many, 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 many years left. The one thing about Griffin that is so funny is he loves belly rubs. He will come into any room, and after he has socialized himself to that room, the very first thing he does is he will roll over onto his back so that you can rub his belly. He is one that will walk your socks off. He will continue to go anywhere and everywhere with you, again, as a companion, and be very loyal. The one thing with Griffin too, as well as with Jada, is their age, is his age is 8, but he, on the outskirts of everything, has an energy level of like a 2-year-old dog. So when he is tired, or when it is time for you to go somewhere and you want to leave Griffin out and about in the house, you can just simply ask him to go to place. He'll go lay on his blanket and curl up, and he'll be there waiting for you when you return. And last but not least is Smushy. Smushy is 7 years in age. She is a people person. She will do the cutest little frog lay, is what I like to call it. If you ask her to do a down, she will lay down and she'll extend her hind legs out like a little frog. Here in the shelter, she has a teddy bear bunny that we have her sit within her kennel that she really loves. The biggest thing is she's a low to the ground power pack little girl. She is cuddly. She, I think, thought in another life that she was a lap dog, because she will try to get right up in your lap and be just as smushy with you as she possibly can.
Hey everyone, I'm Kelly O'Hara, and this is Bradley. He's my buddy. We just want to give a shout out to Broadway Barks today, and all the work that Bernadette Peters and Broadway Barks does for people and for dogs. They're best friends. Go to a shelter near you and get one for you and your family. Bradley has brought us so much joy, and we know that can happen for you too. Yay Broadway Barks. Yay Bradley.
Hello everybody, I'm Alan Cumming. This is Jerry. This is Lala. And both Jerry and Lala are rescue dogs. Lala's about 7, Jerry's about 12, and I love them very much. And so does their other dad, who Jerry wants to get back to right now. Say goodbye, Jerry. Oh, my kiss, thank you so much. Anyway, Lala and I will tell you about this great rescue organization called Abandoned Angels Cocker Spaniel Rescue. It's a place in Queens, New York, and it was established because of a little Cocker Spaniel named Rudy. Dolores Rodriguez, who is the founder of Abandoned Angels, hopes that by rescuing lovely, lovely Cocker Spaniels and finding them a safe, loving, forever home, they and their new families can be blessed with the same love and happiness that she got from Rudy. So if you're looking for a Cocker Spaniel, look no further. What do you think of that? Lala, incidentally, is half Spaniel. She's a Spaniel Collie mix. See, from Costa Rica. Okay, take care, and remember to tell everyone, always adopt.
Hi, my name is Shay, and I'm from the cast of Diana on Broadway. This is Muffin. She is one of our foster dogs from Abandoned Angels Cocker Spaniel Rescue. Muffin is 18 months old. She is completely deaf, partially blind, but that does not stop her. Look at how cute she is.
Hi everyone, I'm Katerina, and I'm here with my foster dog Murphy. He's up for adoption, so I just wanted to tell you a little bit about him. Sit, Murphy. Good boy. So he's Murphy. He's this beautiful Cocker Spaniel. He's 10 years old. He's been such a sweet boy. We've only had him for a few days now, but it was a bit sad when we first got him, but he's coming out of his shell every day now.
Introducing Bugle Boy, also known as Brassy. He's a 7-year-old male Cocker Spaniel who came to the rescue from a breeder. He's great with other dogs. He likes stuffed toys. He had to learn to walk on a leash, but now he's pretty good. And he'll fetch the ball, and he'll sometimes even bring it back.
My name is Catherine, and this is Hunter. He was rescued by Abandoned Angels. Hunter is approximately 7 years old. He was just recently neutered, and he was found abandoned in an apartment on the Upper East Side. He was there for a few days with no food or water. Abandoned Angels went and picked him up, and they've had him vetted, and he's put on a little bit of weight. He was very thin when he was found.
Good boy. Whoa!
This is Gussie. Her official name is all gussied up. She just turned 10. And this sweet girl came from a life of breeding, and she's now ready to retire and looking for her forever home. She has had all her medical. She has recently had a dental, and she was cleared by the cardiologist. Loves kids and doesn't mind cats, has been around other dogs. She's kind of a sweet girl who just loves ear rubs.
Figgy is a 6-year-old chocolate female Cocker Spaniel. She came to us, unfortunately, due to her owner passing away. Right now we have her and her boyfriend. His name is Drummer. We would love for both of them to get adopted at the same time.
This is Lady Luna. As you can see, she is a very wonderful and loving Cocker Spaniel who is just 3 years old. She is a very special dog. She came to rescue with severe neurological damage and was unable to walk. Our group raised enough funds to afford her spinal repair surgery at AMC. We then nursed her back to health, and now look at her go. Luna! She is a great companion and loves to give lots of loving and kisses.
Hello, Joe, my darling.
Oh, my sweet girl.
God, I miss you.
We talk every day.
Every day we FaceTime.
Yes, we do.
You find me in different stages of disarray.
I'm so honored when you answer me as you've just woken up.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. We've known each other such a long time, and you are such an inspiration with your love of life and your thirst of life and your creative life, and you're such an animal lover.
I am.
And you gave me my cat, Murphy.
She was my cat's. Here's my cat.
That's Betty.
Yes, that's Betty, your baby's mother.
Okay, well, I've got one better. I've got a whole framed one of my baby Murphy that you took.
Oh, look at that.
So gorgeous. So gorgeous. And I knew nothing about cats, and you said not to worry, just...
I didn't either. I always wanted dogs. And then I got these 2 Abyssinian cats.
That's right, I remember.
And I loved them so much. Here's one of them.
Oh my, look at the eyes. Isn't that beautiful?
I know, I'm so grateful to have had these.
Oh.
Is this upside down? No.
No, oh, how beautiful, how beautiful. And the thing about cats, which I didn't know, who's that one? Another one? Is how close they bond with you. My Murphy used to travel with me, and if I left her at home, she used to walk around the house crying for me, and it made me feel so terrible, but I adored her. As long as she could find her hiding place under the bed. Actually, one time, we were about to leave to go to the airport. I couldn't find her. And then I went, wait a minute, this is a platform bed. Just move that mattress. And you move the mattress, and this little head is looking up at you. And we got to find her.
I remember going to Broadway Barks.
Yes.
At the very beginning, carrying my cat backstage.
Oh, that's right. 22 years ago with Mary Tyler Moore and you. And we didn't have a lot of shelters back then. It was the first time that the rescue groups got together and worked together in one place. And not a lot of celebrities either back then, but it's grown. And then you got your your dog, Miguelito, your long-haired Chihuahua, such a
Yep.
sweetie.
He was 16 when he left me, but he was a great, great, great animal.
I know, and you loved him so much. Oh, how great.
Did you have a few pictures?
You do. And your Instagram, by the way, is so gorgeous.
Thank you.
With all those flowers that are saying, that have a life. Look at my face today. Look at my skirt. Look at my profile. But you find it. You find it in them. I mean, that's the thing about you. Your creative life.
To do it too, you know.
And not like you. You have a love of life, a thirst of life. Your creative life is inspired by all of that. And I just adore you.
I adore you back.
And you make me break into song. Speaking of song, last night I was watching your performance when you were a baby on the Eddie Cantor show. You started your number with a huge leap, twirls, dips, things.
I learned from you.
No, you did not. That was sensational. And he said, he was right. He said, I predict this young man is going to be a huge star. And there it is. And now, to introduce another star that we love a lot, that gives us so much joy with his parodies, Mr. Randy Rainbow.
Randy Rainbow.
Hi, everybody. It's Randy Rainbow coming to you from Manhattan's Upper West Side. I am so happy to be a part of this year's Broadway Barks virtual edition. When I heard from my dear friend Bernadette Peters, oh, you've heard of her? Who knows what a cat person I am and who introduced this next shelter to me, I couldn't wait to spread the good word and share the information with you. Sadly, I am not able to introduce to you my beloved Mushy, who I unfortunately lost just 2 months ago. I miss him every day. So I am not quite ready to adopt yet, but when I am, I can't wait to check out Angelical Cats, cause Angelical Cats, I'm not gonna sing it because I'll have to pay for it, but it's very tempting. Let me tell you a little bit about Angelical Cats Rescue. They are a volunteer organization dedicated to rescuing, rehabilitating, and adopting out New York City's homeless cats and kittens. They focus on local shelter animals in immediate danger of being euthanized and extend a last-minute lifeline of time, attention, and care needed to ultimately place these abandoned animals into loving, permanent homes. So literally save a life, and the reward for both of you will be immeasurable. If you're a cat person like I am, I don't have to tell you about the love and companionship they bring into your life, especially in times like these. My mother just adopted a cat. She is over the moon. They're so much better than people. And I've tried both. But anyway, that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, see what I did there? So in loving memory of my beloved Mushy, I introduce to you Angelical Cats. Have a look, and if you fall in love with any of these beautiful animals, get in touch. And then send me pictures of you with your new additions. I can't wait to see. Good luck. Mwah.
Angelical Cats is a great organization that's been around for 20 years in New York City, and we have connections with all 5 boroughs. We take in sick, abandoned, homeless cats. We foster them in our network of fosters, and we find them forever homes through adoption events and through our website and through word of mouth and social media.
It's so rewarding and heartwarming to know you've made this wonderful living being very happy and given them a second chance at life.
Hi everybody, Adrienne Warren here, and I am coming to you from my home in New York City. And I hope you are all well. I hope you are safe. I hope you are out wearing your masks. And I am so looking forward to us all gathering together again, specifically on Broadway. I miss my job. I miss Tina so much. I miss my cast and my crew. But in the meantime, I am so happy to join you virtually to introduce you to Roxy, my family dog. She is a Bichon Poodle mix, and Roxy was a Christmas present for my mom when I went off to college because, boy, she needed something to nurture. But ever since Roxy joined our family, she has brought us so much love and joy, and she got my parents through the empty nest phase, and I am so grateful, and we love her so, so much. It is the power of a pet, boy, and the power of a dog specifically. And with that being said, I am so happy to introduce you to the first humane society in North America, the largest in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the ASPCA.
Bobby is 4 years old. She's a very silly girl who loves to play. She came to the ASPCA in February, and she came in really sick. So she's been to 2 different fosters, one in which I fostered her, and I loved her to death. She's a very high energy girl, as you see. She could do this for hours. She's very food motivated. She loves all people. And she loves to make new friends. She walks really well on leash. She doesn't really pull. Dogs could be barking in her face. She doesn't really mind them. She likes to show off some of her skills. Buddy. She knows sit, hop, down. Can you do sit for me? Oh, what a good girl. Take a your paw. Good girl, Bobby. She's an awesome dog. She just needs someone who can really exercise her and give her the love that she needs.
Since the ASPCA's founding in 1866, our mission has been to provide effective means for the prevention of cruelty to animals throughout the United States, including programs that serve animals and communities across New York City. At the ASPCA Adoption Center on the Upper East Side, highly qualified veterinarians and behavior counselors help homeless cats and dogs find loving families, while the nearby ASPCA Kitten Nursery cares for orphaned kittens until they are ready for adoption. More than 5,000 animals come through the ASPCA's Adoption Center every year. The ASPCA also works to keep pets and people together and recognizes that many pet owners in New York City are unable to access vital pet care, services, and supplies. Through offering low-cost veterinary care and spay-neuter surgery for pets of residents living in underserved communities, the ASPCA is helping to keep pets safe and healthy in loving homes. For more information about our work in New York City and to explore opportunities to adopt or foster an animal in need, visit aspca.org.
Hi everyone, it's Julie Halston in my bedroom for Broadway Barks, and I'm here with Buster and Buster's sister, Daisy. Say hello, Daisy. Well, you can see they're very energetic today. Well, it's a hot day. It's a hot day. Anyway, I got Buster and Daisy 6 years ago from the Humane Society, and I'm here to support Broadway Barks. And I've been doing a show called Virtual Halston, and it's on YouTube. But I can't wait to be back on a live stage with live people and a live audience. But in the meantime, stay safe and wear a mask. Thank you.
Hey everybody, this is Andrew Rannells. I'm so happy to be here for this year's virtual Broadway Barks. I've been a part of Broadway Barks for many years now, and in fact, one year I even got to co-host it with Miss Bernadette Peters. I'm not bragging, I'm just stating a fact, and maybe she hugged me. Do with that what you will. Today, I am here to talk about Pet Rescue. That is rescue with a Q, which is very clever. This is an all volunteer-based rescue that believes that all dogs deserve a chance. Their main focus is rehabilitating small dogs and puppies which have been abandoned or handicapped or abused. And once they are secured into safe foster homes where they are vetted and groomed and evaluated, they're rehomed. They're located in Tenafly, New Jersey, and will sponsor adoptions within an hour and a half of a radius of there. So if you are in the area, please check out Rescue. I wish I was there to be holding a cute dog right now or hugging Bernadette Peters. Thank you so much for being here for our virtual Broadway Barks.
Hey, it's Vanessa Williams, and this is Roscoe. He's my big baby boy. He is a Great Dane, and he's the 5th Great Dane that I've had. I love Great Danes, but I love dogs in general, and I got my first dog years ago. I've grown up with dogs, but my first 2 dogs that I got from Broadway Barks were named Congo and Cayman, and that was back in 2002. Since then, I've had 5 Great Danes and a Yorkie. I know, thank you so much, thank you so much. And I've got another one outside, but congratulations to Bernadette for doing such an amazing job. Dogs make the world go round. Thanks so much. Love you.
Hi, I'm Jake Gyllenhaal, and this is Leo. We're here to introduce you to the wonderful dogs and cats at Bidewee. So, give them a look, see if there's someone you like, and if there is, then give them a shout. Bidewee is awesome. Right, Leo? Leo? Bidewee is awesome.
Since 1903, when Bidewee was established as one of the first no-kill shelters in the country, we have been providing care, training, and shelter to dogs and cats in need and placing them in loving forever homes. Today, we operate 2 adoption centers, one in Manhattan and one in West Hampton. Both are normally open 6 days a week to the public, but since the pandemic, we are processing adoptions by appointment only. All of our animals are spayed, neutered, vaccinated, microchipped, and ready to become the newest member of your family. We welcome you to submit an online adoption application for one of our animals by visiting www.bidewee.org, and we look forward to introducing you to your new best friend.
Hi, I'm Carol Burnett, and I'm so happy to be a part of the virtual Broadway Barks this year. Since the pandemic, I've been hunkered down here in Santa Barbara, California with my husband and our amazing cat, Nikki. And that's why I'm here right now, because I want to introduce you to a wonderful organization called Francis's Friends in Astoria, New York. They have cats and kittens just waiting to be adopted and loved. So take a look, and if you see a little one that you love, give them a call and make them a part of your loving family. Believe me, it's worth it.
Hi everybody, I'm Josh Groban and this is my dog with a runny nose. This is my dog Sweeney. Yes, we are both big Sondheim fans. And today we are filming this video on Sweeney's 16th birthday. And it has been the best 16 years of my life. And we just wanted to say from quarantine that we love you, Broadway Barks and Bernadette, and to all of you that have brought an animal into your life, and especially those of you who have rescued an animal, we thank you. And to those that are considering it, please do. You have no idea what love and light it will bring into your life. So, bye for now. Thanks for supporting.
Hi there, I'm Raul Esparza. How's everybody doing? I'm here in Manhattan, sweltering, quiet, weird, pseudo-lockdown Manhattan. I'm very happy to be here with everybody today, introducing you to these amazing animals. I don't know about you, but every time I've had a dog in my life or any kind of pet, they've been part of the family. They've been my friend, honestly. And a dog in Manhattan right now makes life a hell of a lot better. It sure does, especially right now, but kind of always. I'm here to introduce you to the wonderful dogs at Husky House. Take a look at them. If you see somebody you like, reach out, get in touch, bring them home. I promise you, you don't rescue the dog rescues you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Renee Elise Goldsberry, and I'm so excited to be a part of the celebration for Broadway Barks and all that it's doing to connect little girls and boys and bigger, older girls and boys to dogs and cats that need forever homes and temporary homes. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to introduce you to Adopt a Dog in Armonk, New York.
Adopt a Dog Animal Shelter is located in Armonk, New York. We were founded in 1981 in Greenwich, Connecticut by 3 women who became concerned about the growing number of abandoned animals in local shelters. Adopt a Dog houses 30 to 40 dogs at any given time. Our mission is to save, socialize, and secure loving homes for unwanted or abandoned dogs. Due to COVID-19, we have been working hard to rescue more animals in need and place them in foster and adoptive homes. We have now begun to receive a high volume of calls from people who need to surrender their pets to the shelter. It is crucial that we continue to place dogs into foster or adoptive homes so that we can continue this life-saving work. Our community has stepped up and been a huge help by fostering and adopting, and we still need their help. Introducing Leo, our Adopt a Dog superstar. His manners and his charisma are unmatched. Leo is our ambassador dog for our obedience training program, and he would love nothing more than to show off his skills for his future family. Meet Ella. Ella has been in foster since the pandemic started. Since her foster's working from home and never had the time before to have a dog, he thought fostering would be a great way to fulfill his desire for a dog and help a dog out in the community. He quickly fell in love with Ella as she shows us just how ready she is for a forever home. Ella is a wiggly girl when happy, loves to play fetch, and get pets. Introducing Captain Kirk.
Kirk was able to go into foster for about a month when an interested foster who was working remotely asked for an adult dog that was quiet and had good manners. Kirk checked all of those boxes. After spending about a month in foster, Kirk confirmed that he would make an excellent addition to a number of homes and is now ready for a home of his very own. Meet Finn. Finn has been in foster since March. He is one of the dogs who truly does not do well in a kennel environment, so being in a foster home has truly benefited him. His foster family is in love with him and is able to keep him until he finds his forever home. He loves his people and always gives them the best greetings when he sees them. We know that whoever adopts him will always feel so special around him. For more information about Adopt-A-Dog, please visit our website, adoptadog.org.
Hi, my name is Carol Kane. I am the proud partner of Johnny the dog. Johnny was a little rescue boy. When I first got him, my vet, Kim, said she thought he was about 14 years old. And 6 years later, I said, how old do you think Johnny is? And she said about 14 years old. Because when I first got him, he was so badly abused, he seemed much older. Well, he runs around like a 2-year-old now. And I just have to say that he brings me so much joy and comfort in this time of isolation. But to tell you the truth, all these little creatures that we can be partners with, they give you so much joy, unconditional love, lots of kissing, and I just think do yourself a favor and partner up with a little creature. Okay, bye.
Hi, my name's Mandy Patinkin. This is our dog daughter Becky, and we're in upstate New York. Thanking you for joining us at this event. We are here to encourage you to do what we did. We rescued Becky March 13th. March 13th. We're in upstate New York, went down the road to a rescue place, and we fell in love with her instantly. She has a soul like you wouldn't believe. Say hi, Becky. Yeah, she's well trained, and we love her dearly. I went from walking 2 miles a day to sometimes 7 to 11 miles a day because of Becky. So it's good for your health, good for your soul, good for Becky, good for whoever you rescue. Go out, rescue a dog or a cat. I'm here to encourage you, if you're in Brooklyn, to go to the Sean Casey Animal Rescue. It's a community-based organization in Brooklyn, New York, and find your Becky, immaculately trained. Speak, Becky. Beautiful. Only I could understand her. It's a private relationship. Enjoy the new member of your family. Run, don't walk.
Sean Casey Animal Rescue is a 501c3, community-based, nonprofit, no-kill shelter. Located in Windsor Terrace, Brooklyn, we place more than 2,000 animals a year. Bella is an absolute doll. This beautiful 2-year-old Southern gal has plenty of love for everyone she meets. People, other dogs, and even cats will be charmed by her mellow demeanor. She is a great walker and would love to snuggle with you on your couch during your next Netflix binge. Shadow is one of the most loyal companions anyone could hope for. The perfect jogging partner, a great listener, and ready to give you tons of kisses. He's not the best with every dog, but he loves every person that he meets. In his previous home, he helped 2 autistic children feel safe and secure. Hutch, our handsome husky, is the perfect dog for someone with more breed experience. His first owner didn't give him the structure that he needed, but with lots of exercise and training from the staff, he has made tons of progress. He's great at following commands, responds well to training, and gets along with dogs of all sizes. If you would like to learn more about these animals or our other furry friends, please visit our website, nyanimalrescue.org. Sean Casey Animal Rescue is located at 153 East 3rd Street in Windsor Terrace and is open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. Thanks for watching. We appreciate your support and hope to see you in person real soon.
Hi y'all, this is Betty Buckley here at the VLB Ranch in North Texas with some of my family members. This is RT. We also call her T, the dove cat, because when she purrs she sounds like a dove. And okay, I know you don't want to be in the video. She's not into being an actress actually. And this is Zoe, and that's Pippa, if you can see her. So in my house I have 3 cats that I've rescued. I found RT at the local shelter, and I have 3 dogs and a donkey, and my assistant Kathy lives in the guest house, and she has 2 dogs and 3 cats, and I have 2 horses, and so we live with the whole family of animals. When I first found my ranch, I wanted it to be an asylum, a place, an escape for animals, and from the time we moved here, it seems like the word got out in the neighborhood that I was going to rescue people at the Buckley Ranch. And so I really want to tell you how much these guys, their companionship has meant to me during this time of the quarantine, and I want to encourage you to take a chance and step forward and rescue an animal friend as well, because it's the best. It's like I don't know, it gives me such comfort. And oh, except when she's upset, we don't like that. RT stands for Rumple Teaser. Anyway, thank you, Bernadette, for the great work you do with Broadway Barks. Everybody get a friend, okay? Bye.
Hello, my name is Dr. Andrew Kaplan. I am a vet in New York City, founder of the Toby Project, which is a nonprofit spay-neuter organization bringing low-cost spay-neuter to low-income pet owners and feral cats in New York City. I am also the owner of City Veterinary Care, which is a veterinary hospital in New York City. And I am honored today to participate in the first annual virtual Broadway Barks. COVID cannot keep Broadway Barks down, and it wasn't going to keep us down either. When the pandemic broke, I was immediately concerned about how I was going to be able to provide veterinary care for the animals that rely on me, and my initial strategy was to sit in my office and take phone calls and help people by phone. But thankfully, the city deemed veterinary care an essential service, and so we're able to stay open and help as many people as we can. But we were challenged by the decimation of our staff, not because they were sick, but because they were merely afraid to come to work. And with that, we were confronted with meeting the demand of all the animals that we normally care for with half of the staff. And to address that, we just worked round the clock, and the staff that did hang in there with us were absolute champions. I cannot be more grateful. We were like, you know, a wartime unit of a few caregivers trying to help as many of the wounded and sick as we possibly could, and sacrificing sleep, and sacrificing food, and sacrificing going to the bathroom to get that done. And we are now 4 months into it. It's still kind of like that, but we're still getting it done. And initially, we had that same challenge with the Toby Project. We are a mobile spay-neuter organization, so we bring a surgical truck into low-income neighborhoods. And the initial challenges of the social distancing made it hard for us to manage, but we were able to get ourselves open again after about a month. And we are proud to be one of the only spay-neuter organizations still functioning amidst the pandemic. So, you know, when the pandemic is trying to get us down, we are not letting it, and the animals that need us are going to continue to get the care because we're going to work hard to bring it to them. And we're grateful to all of those that are participating, you know, in the shelter world and in the fundraising world, and for all that Broadway Barks brings to the animal care world. So
come with a disclaimer. Be careful. You may not be able to stop dancing if you hear this song. It's so
I love that. It's from the new album that's coming out in August called Brazil 305. The 305 because of the Miami area code, obviously. And oh, I see your puppy there. So it's kind of like a bridge between Miami and Brazil. And that song, which means When There Is Love, that wasn't going to be the single. And because of everything we're living through, between the pandemic and, the, protesting of very unfair treatment of one another, I decided to pick that as the single because we really do need love out there. And music was healing for me in my life. So I think that's the perfect song for right now.
Another album I love of yours, which is 90 Miles, which is 90 Millas.
Very well done.
Thank you. I'm crazy for that album. And that was all of the Cuban music, right?
The Cuban roots. Yes, we have a lot of the great masters of Cuban music in there that sadly a lot of them since we filmed that are now gone. But we wanted to capture that, and 90 miles is the distance between Miami and Cuba.
Yeah.
And, well, Key West and Cuba, actually.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. There we go. No. Oh, sorry about that.
Great protectors.
Let me have them take. You saw them, so I'm gonna have them go outside because apparently they've seen something that they need to address.
Okay.
Outside, but yes,
mine too.
You probably heard mine, dog. Hey, isn't
What's going on out there?
That's
See, they are protectors. No matter what size your dog, they are.
Exactly. The smaller ones are actually way more, like feisty, I think.
The small dogs are really big dogs in a small body.
Yes, they are. They have a Napoleonic complex, the little dogs.
I've been watching you at home with your dogs and the little ones, and you named them from when you were on Broadway. Matilda and When On Your Feet was on Broadway, and
by the way, thank you very much, Bernadette. I have all those dogs because of you. Because as you know...
No, first I have to say thank you for 5 years ago when you co-hosted Broadway Barks with me.
It's my
in the
pleasure.
rain.
But that Broadway Barks gave me a lot more than just participating in your lovely event that you've been hosting, 20 years now or 19?
22 years. This is 22.
I cannot believe that's right, because the pups are 4 years old already. I
can't believe it either.
They just turned 4 on May 22nd.
Yeah.
I had just lost 3 of my bulldogs that year when I went to host the Broadway Barks event with you, and I went there with a lot of trepidation because I knew I was going to be surrounded by all these beautiful dogs that need homes, and I wasn't ready. I just wasn't ready. I still had 2 dogs at home, my Beagles, half Beagle, half Bulldog, also rescues, Bowser and Daisy. And I had Lulu, who's now 14, my long-haired Chihuahua.
Yes.
So I had thought, I have 3 dogs. Let me, just chill. But my husband... who
fell in
love with Matilda. Hamilton came straight to me when we saw them up in the office at where they were showing Matilda.
Yeah.
And it was just like love at first sight. And we took the whole litter because literally I took 2. My assistant took Boo that you saw earlier. That I said, look, you can bring him to work every day. So because she works here with me in the house.
Yeah.
And then Emily ended up with 2 dogs as well. We got ours from Little Shelter, which is phenomenal because back in 2000, they opened the shelter in response to so many dogs that were getting put down, getting captured in the street. And, if nobody claimed them, they had to put them down. So they opened this, I think it's like 110 acres.
Well, they have 110 acres upstate, which is a sanctuary. So any dog that's old and hasn't gotten adopted can live out the rest of its life there. So it's a wonderful shelter.
Yes, it is. And we love our babies and we stay in contact with them as well. I've kept supporting both the shelter, Little Shelter, and the shelter that my daughter got Nova and Alula from. She wasn't going to get any dogs. She was finishing school in Boston. And she ended up her last couple months there with 2 puppies.
2 beautiful dogs.
You know a funny story about that, Bernadette, that I don't know if you know.
No.
But Emily was going to adopt just the one that was at the Broadway Barks event. When we went to pick her up the next day, she had a sister, a little sister, Alula, that they had come together from, I don't remember if it was Oklahoma or Kansas, one of those shelters. And they said, look, they've been together, and I said to Em, it's better too, because if you have to do anything, they're always welcome in my house. But that way they'll have company. Well, believe it or not, when Emily posted the picture of her with the 2 pups, a girl on Facebook says, look back into your messages 3 months. Look like 2.5 to 3 months back. That shelter that dog came from was my mother's shelter. She had picked up a bitch that was pregnant. She had 9 puppies. And I sent you a picture of those 2 exact puppies saying that the dogs were meant for you. And sure enough, when Emily, who would never check her Facebook, went back, she found those dogs that the woman had said, these dogs are meant for you. And they ended up going to New York, to your Broadway Barks event, which is where Emily adopted them without having the slightest clue.
Gosh.
So you see how they're meant to be. They come to us.
They come to us. They're just here for us. And during this time of quarantine, a lot of the shelters, I'm so happy to say, have been emptied because our dogs are finally serving their purpose, which is to be our companions when we need them. And here they are. Everybody needed to have the comfort of having an animal. So absolutely. God bless them, and God bless you for helping us and doing this.
You're kidding me.
Do you want to introduce that? We'll go right to Little Shelter. Give them a nice introduction.
Oh, of course. By the way, everyone, I know that times are tough out there, but if you can find it in your heart to adopt whatever little animals are in the shelters, because there are still some. God bless all the shelters that keep them, fed and taken care of while they're finding their forever families. We really appreciate you. Bernadette, we appreciate you, and Mary Tyler Moore, who started this with you so many years ago, and that brought beautiful love into my life with our pups that we got from Little Shelter. Little Shelter is a fantastic organization. They have 110 acres where the dogs live out their lives if they don't get adopted. They train them. They take care of them in upstate New York. We, Matilda and Hamilton and Boo, and also David, a friend of ours, Red, adopted the 4th puppy. So we got to have these Shih Tzu Poodle, and Chihuahua mixes, and they have filled our lives. So Little Shelter, congratulations, and I hope that you do great this year. Congratulations for Broadway Barks. It's one of the beautiful things you do, because you do so many wonderful things.
Thank you, Lord. Oh, let me add that they also are not only in upstate New York, they're in Huntington, New York. So if you live in the Long Island area of New York, out there, you'll find them there also.
Yeah, I think that's where we went to get ours.
I think
Long Island. Yes, and we toured the facility. They were really wonderful, so well kept, and they get so much love there. And then to all the shelters that participate, thank you so much.
I love you, Gloria.
I love you too, Bernadette. You're the best.
Love you.
Give those doggies a big hug for me.
I will.
Welcome to Little Shelter, Suffolk County's first humane society, celebrating our 93rd anniversary this year. Enjoy our adoptable dogs.
This is Smokey. Smokey is a male poodle mix. He's about 8 years old, so he's fully grown. Smokey is housebroken and very friendly. He does well with other dogs and some cats once he meets them. He would do well in a home with children since he loves everyone he meets. So this is London. London is a male Chihuahua mix, a little less than a year old. He has a little bit more growing up to do and is doing well with his housebreaking. London is shy and doesn't like to be alone, so he needs to have another doggy brother or sister to spend his time with. So he feels more comfortable. And his perfect home wouldn't have kids less than 12 years of age. So this is Bodie. He's an 8-year-old male Chihuahua mix. Bodie's housebroken and would love to be the center of attention as the only pet in the home. He needs a special adopter who would be willing to visit him a few times at Little Shelter to get to know him, since he takes a little time to warm up, but once he does, he is super loyal. There's Bodhi enjoying the grass. He would do best in a home with kids over 16 years of age.
So that's the end of our show for this year, but there's still plenty of time for you to consider sharing your life with one of these wonderful animals. You can adopt one, or you can think about fostering one temporarily till they find their forever home. But either way, if you go to BroadwayBarks.com, you can find the links to all of the shelters that you saw here tonight. You won't be sorry, because the love you get in return is unconditional and limitless. In addition to all the wonderful dogs and cats you saw here tonight, each shelter has many, many more wonderful animals that we just didn't have time to include. I want to thank each and every shelter for all the work that they do all year long. And I want to thank our performers for participating and being with us tonight. Your love and support means so much to me, but it means everything to our four-legged friends. So next year, hopefully, we will see you live and in person once again in Sherwood Alley in NYC. Until then, everybody please stay safe and well. And I truly thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Hi everybody, this is Ziggy. I got him from the ACNC in San Francisco about 12 years ago. He is fantastic. He's a little cranky, but he's fantastic.
Hi, I'm Patty Sasenti. This is Rose. This is Herbert. Hope she's not happy. They came from Pet Eye Care 18 years ago, and I can't imagine life without them.
This is Lena here, the white one on my left, and this is Jordan on my right. Lena was rescued by me 14 years ago from Jack Russell Rescue in upstate New York, and Jordy actually was in Kentucky and he was going to be euthanized, so there was a family up in Vermont that fostered him and kept him in a beauty parlor, and they're both mine now. Jordy's been with me for 8 years, and they're my family, and in fact we all sport the same little beard, I don't know if you can tell, but they mean the world to me.
This is my little boy Henry. We met on May 14th, 2014 at the Bidewee in Manhattan, and he was a scared little puppy, and he was hiding behind the volunteers' legs, scared to meet me, but pretty quickly he started peeking around and making eye contact, and I knew that he was mine.
Good night, my pal. Good night, my friend. Tomorrow I'll see you again. Close your eyes, don't worry. There's no need to be in a hurry. Sleep deep, my friend. I am here. You are my dream. You are my wish. Tonight you'll sleep in total bliss. I will send you moonbeams. I will send you angels in your dreams. Sleep deep. sleep, my friend. I am here. I always dreamed. You wanna go? Have a friend, someone to love me who would send away my bad dreams, away my fear. Then suddenly you appear. Good night, old soul. Good night, my dear. I'm smiling now from ear to ear. I will always love you. I'll always protect you. You are in my heart forever. Always in our dreams together. And tomorrow, when you wake up, I'll be here. Good night. God bless everyone. Thank you. Good night. Say good night. Bye.